What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. You guys know what it is. It's Kevo. Okay, so a lot of you guys been asking for this one, man. It's how 1,000 Filipino troops fought 40,000 Chinese soldiers, man. Whoo! I don't know. This one actually, I'll be honest, doesn't quite surprise me anymore because I kind of watched the other video of the Filipino soldiers versus the Korean soldiers. So I guess this one is more gonna be like, okay, what actually happened and find out like what exactly happened, because I don't think I can be quite surprised anymore because, you know, I'm doing a lot of these videos about the Filipino soldiers and the different, like the Rangers, the Naval, all those kind of things, and more I get impressed. So like this is gonna, honestly, it's gonna be really hard to impress me now because I already think that they're one of the like top-notch armies in the world, man, already. And the thing about it too, they don't have some of the best equipment and they're still top-notch just in their training and the heart they have. Alright, so anyways, man, shoutouts at the end of the video if you guys want shoutouts. End of the video, make sure you watch the video all the way to the end. And let's get into this damn video, man. Let's go.
In honor of those who sacrificed their lives for freedom, Masid proudly presents The Battle of Yultong, a story of how Filipino troops braved a sea of Chinese soldiers during the Korean War. The Korean War began on June 25, 1950, when North Korea, backed by China and the Soviet Union, crossed the border into South Korea in an attempt to capture its capital, Seoul. In response, the United Nations Security Council, through the formation of the United Nations Command, ordered the deployment of military forces to stop the invasion. On August 7, 1950, President Elpidio Quirino, with approval from Congress, sent 7,420 Filipino combat troops to fight in South Korea. President Quirino saw this as a commitment to help a friend and as part of a larger battle to save the world from communism. The 10th Battalion Combat Team, the Philippine Expeditionary Forces to...
Are you guys seeing all the red already? Like, that tells you that North Korea and China almost took over completely South Korea, man. They just had this little portion there, just that little portion. Wow! I don't know how the Filipino soldiers did it, but we're gonna find out how they did it.
Korea was the first battalion to arrive on Busan shores on September 19, 1950. The 10th Battalion, made up of 1,303 enlisted men and 64 officers, was originally a motorized battalion sent to operate tanks from the US, but when none arrived, was turned into a heavy weaponry unit instead. On the night of April 22, the 10th Battalion, as part of the US 65th Infantry Regiment of the US 3rd Infantry Division, was attacked north of Yeoncheon by a large force of Chinese and North Korean soldiers. This would be known in history as the Great Spring Offensive, one of the largest offensives by the 44th Division of the Chinese People's Volunteer Army and the Communist North Korean Army during the Korean War. In front of the Filipinos were 4 Chinese divisions numbering about 40,000 men. Just after midnight, the Chinese began their attack with a heavy artillery barrage. Soon after, the Chinese forces advanced, but had difficulty as the 10th Battalion successfully defended their positions with mortar and artillery. However, a massive Chinese assault pushed the Turkish brigade from their position, allowing the Chinese to surround the Filipinos' eastern side. Seeing the incoming danger, Lieutenant Colonel Junicio Ojeda immediately organized a unit of battalion cooks and clerks to fortify and defend the east flank.
Cooks and clerks! So even the cooks and the clerk can fight, man. Whew. Everyone there can fight in the Philippines, man.
With the help of M24 light tanks and artillery support, Lieutenant Colonel Ojeda's makeshift unit was able to hold off the advancing Chinese forces. The situation only got worse when the Puerto Rican 65th Infantry Regiment, situated on the west flank, began to fall back from Chinese attack. With the west flank now exposed, the Chinese began advancing but were blocked by a platoon of Filipino soldiers situated on a hill overlooking the camp. Commanded by Lieutenant Jose Arciaga, this platoon refused to yield and held their ground. This gave Lieutenant Arciaga's company commander, Captain Conrado Yap, enough time to mount a counterattack. The counterattack successfully extracted the trapped platoon from the hill and also stopped the Chinese from further advancing. But sadly, Lieutenant Arciaga and Captain Yap were killed during the fight. In the early morning of April 23, Lieutenant Colonel Ojeda led the second counterattack using M24 tanks. This caught the Chinese off guard and pushed them away from the hill they were trying to seize. The Filipinos fought until midday before it was ordered to withdraw and link up with the rest of the division in the south. 15 Filipino soldiers died. 26 were wounded. and 14 were missing in action, while the Chinese and North Koreans lost around 500 soldiers. The 10th Battalion's effort at Yultong allowed the US 3rd Infantry Division.
Look at that. Look how they pushed them back. Like, you guys remember at the start of the video when it just had that little corner of the map? They have like almost the whole thing of South Korea all the way back. Like, pushed back because of the Filipino soldiers. Like, they just refuse to give up. That's the thing about it. They refuse to give up. They fight to the end. Damn.
To successfully withdraw from the battlefield, which would later on prove to turn the war in favor of the Allies. 2 weeks later, the Communists began ceasefire negotiations after suffering more heavy losses. For the next 2 years, the Korean War was mostly battled from hilltops until a ceasefire was finally declared. Out of the 7,420 Filipino soldiers sent, 113 were killed, 313 wounded, 15 missing, and 41 held as prisoners of war.
Wow.
Today, a monument stands inside the War Memorial of Korea in honor of the many Filipino soldiers who fought for the liberation of Korea. Recently, during the 69th anniversary of the Korean War, the late Captain Conrado Yap was awarded the Taeguk Medal, the highest military decoration given to a soldier for bravery in combat.
Wow.
Also awarded the Taeguk Medal was fellow 10th Battalion team member Major Maximo Young for his heroism at the Battle of Myeongdong. The efforts of the 10th Battalion in the Battle of Yultong was instrumental in turning the tide of the war in favor of the Allied forces. South Korea remains a free democracy, thanks to the contribution of soldiers like the Fighting Filipinos,
the Fighting
name
Filipinos
given by the US command to the brave men of the 10th Battalion combat team.
Alright. Yo, honestly, this video was well put together. I love this thing about the Filipinos, man. So, what do I take from this video when I take... It's like the usual, man. It's the usual thing. Like, it doesn't surprise me anymore. Like, I don't want to say disrespectful or sound disrespectful, but it doesn't surprise me anymore. Like, because I've watched a lot of videos about the Philippines now, and honestly, man, like I keep saying, the Filipino people are so... Like, they're full of heart, man. Like, the thing about it, they do not give up. No matter what they do, they try their best. No matter how down things may look, they try their best. They push forward. They keep pushing forward. So this honestly does not surprise me that the Filipino soldiers, just 1,000, took on 40,000 Korean and Chinese soldiers, and they pushed them back. Like, honestly, this doesn't surprise me. I honestly... The only thing that did surprise me, I'll lie, there's one thing that surprised me, is when they said the part about the clerks, the cooks, how they all just got up and started fighting as well. Like were they trained as well, or are these just honestly just cooks and clerks that said, you know what, I have to fight, I'm gonna fight for my country no matter what. I'm not just a cook, I'll fight for my country. But this video is well put together. Make sure you guys go check out their channel. Make sure you guys go subscribe to them. And yeah. Anyways, man, if you guys made it all the end of the video, you guys know what to do. Give the video a thumbs up. If you guys absolutely love the video, man, don't be scared to hit that subscribe button. Turn that post notification bells on. And here are the shoutouts. Put them there. Shoutouts. Okay? Shoutouts. I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.